I am here with a Q&A for you guys today. I don't want to waste a bunch of time rambling, but I do want to introduce you to my buddy right behind me. If you've never met my buddy Duke, I did do a quick little intro video on him quite a while ago. So you can see that, or you could just see him napping behind me during this video because that's what he does. Anyways, let's get into the Q&A. I got tons and tons of response questions. I asked questions on Facebook, on Twitter. I actually even posted a video of our questions and that kind of thing. So I got tons and tons of feedback and responses. So if you don't hear your answer to your question this time, make sure that you ask it again because I will definitely be doing future Q&As. P.S. What do we have going on up here? My hair is weird. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get to as many questions as I can today, but in the interest of time, really, I don't want to make this video like forever long. So I will answer as many questions as I can, and yeah, so thank you guys again for those of you who participated. So Hannah asks, what all is your toddler doing? And oh my gosh, what is that boy not doing? For those of you who don't know, I have a 17-month-old and a 9-year-old, and my 17-month-old is a little boy named Harrison, and he is crazy busy. He is running, he is climbing, he is eating all kinds of food, he is talking, like he's saying a handful of words. He says car, ball, mama, dada, dog, and a couple of other things as well. So he is just busy and excited, and he is the most social little baby I've ever met. He loves to be around people. He wants people to hold him and snuggle him, and he loves to play with other kids. He loves to watch babies on YouTube. Whenever I have a video up that has a baby in it, he is just all over that. So he is a very sweet little rambunctious soul. So it's a pretty typical toddler behavior, but yeah, that's what he's doing. But the CO mom, or the co-mom, I think it's the CO mom, she asks, how did I get the name Beans and Monkeys? And I get this question all the time. So when my daughter was really little, she was a preemie, and so she was my tiny little bean. I always called her that. And then Harrison is a climber, and he always has been a climber, so he's always been our little monkey. So I have my bean and my monkey, so Beans and Monkeys. That's how I got the channel name. The Terry family, oh my gosh, love these guys, by the way. They ask, how is the school year going? So for those of you who don't know, I am an online school teacher, and I would have to say it's going really, really well. This is my first year teaching in a virtual environment, and I really like it. I have really amazing coworkers. I have really amazing like managers and administrative staff, and my students are just phenomenal. So I absolutely love the school that I work for, and I honestly wouldn't want to do any other job. It's amazing. The school year for my 9-year-old, for my daughter Delilah, is actually going really well also. Reading has always been kind of a hard thing for her, and this year she's just like blossoming. So her reading is improving, and she's making really good connections with friends, and her behavior is amazing, and she's just having an overall really, really good school year. So for both of us, the school year is going phenomenally. All right, the Newman family asks, if someone were to start planning like a beginner kind of planner, which planner would I recommend that they start with? And I would have to say, honestly, a happy planner is the way to go for a starter planner. It has everything already laid out there for you. It also has like so many little ways to customize it. So, or not, honestly, like you can use stickers or not. You can just buy it and write in it and it's ready to go. You can take stuff in, you can put stuff out. Scratch that. You can put stuff in, you can take stuff out. It's a really, really nice system, especially for someone who is just beginning their planning journey. All right, a fun little channel called Life Forever Changed. They asked, do we plan on having any more children? And the answer to this question is complex. So while we currently are not planning on having any more biological children, we have kind of considered the idea of adoption for a long time, pretty much since we've ever met. Adoption has always been something that we've talked about and that both of us have been really, really interested in. Our only roadblock to like growing our family would be number one, resources, and number two, time. We both are full-time working adults. Neither one of us stay home, although, you know, we both are currently working from home. Neither one of us have a a schedule where we can devote all of our time to our kids. So having more kids would just kind of add to a schedule strain. If any of you guys are full-time working parents with 3 or more kids, go ahead and leave that in the comments below and let me know how that goes for you. That would be like my only consideration, because I don't want to have like more kids or adopt kids or bring kids into our family and then not have time for everyone and just be really strained, and that just doesn't feel right to me. So yes and no. Complicated answer. All right. Joanne asks, how is the weather in Oregon this time of year? Because I am an Oregon person. I'm born and raised here. I'm currently living in Portland, and the weather here this year has been crazy. Our winters usually consist of like mid 40s to low 50s and raining. This year, though, we have had feet of snow, like not inches, feet. Like, this is not typical weather for Portland at all. Although I've been super enjoying it, because if you know me, you know that I love snow. And maybe it's because we never get it, but I've always loved the snow. So, and maybe it's because I don't have to go drive in it. Like, school gets canceled for my oldest, and, you know, I work from home, so I don't have to go out in it if I don't need to. We also live across the street from a grocery store, so if we need something, we can just walk to it. But I just love the snow. We've also been having lots of ice and wind, which is pretty extreme weather for Portland as well. Ice we have every couple of years, but the wind has just been crazy this year. So the weather in Oregon this year has been very extreme and cold. Valerie asks, what motivated me to start a YouTube channel? And there were 2 factors that had me thinking about starting a YouTube channel and, you know, eventually got me to start it. So the first thing was that I wanted to connect with people on a global level, on a big level. I'm a teacher, so I like to connect with students and interact with my like coworkers and that kind of thing. So I felt like I was a good person to potentially reach a lot of people. And that kind of brings me to the second reason why I started my channel, is that I wanted to offer information and my perspective on things to lots of people in order to potentially help them. So my original goal was to have my channel be a breastfeeding support group, but I realized that there were so many other number one mommy topics. And then I realized I could also bring in my hobby to my channel, which is planning and crafting and that kind of thing. It just really opened up a new world for me. So YouTube for me is a platform in which I can reach people and potentially help them, offer advice, and really connect and build meaningful relationships. Sinella, I hope I'm saying your name correct. I'm sorry if I'm not. She asks, would I ever consider moving to a warmer state? And the answer is a hard no. The summertime literally is like my least favorite season. I hate being hot. And yeah, I know there's air conditioning and all of that kind of thing, but I just, even like going outside in it, I'm not a fan. So I like Portland summers sometimes. Last summer was really hot, but like 80s maybe. I mean, like, if a summer never went over 75, that would be perfect for me. But when it creeps up to like 85, 90, 100, I'm not into it. So I like being in a place that has a like mild climate, if you will. And I also like having all the seasons. I like being able to see winter and fall and spring and summer. I don't think I would like living in a place where it was like summer all year round. Kristen asks, where do I see my channel in 2 years? And hopefully I see my channel continuing to grow, building a community. So I don't have like a number of subscribers that I would like to see. I don't have a number of views that I would like to see. I mean, of course, everyone would love for their channel to grow and to continue building. But if I can just continue to build that community and get people the information that they need and on a bigger level potentially, that's just my goal. So it's not a very solid answer for where I see my channel in 2 years, but that's what I'm about. Marissa asks a two-part question. So she asks, what's my favorite dessert to eat? And then what is my favorite healthy food to eat? And my favorite dessert, honestly, I can't like pinpoint it down, but anything that has chocolate in it, I will eat it. We made this amazing thing at our house the other night. We call it brookies. Some people call it brownie cookies, but basically it's a layer of brownies and then a layer of chocolate chip cookies on top, and it's all together in a bar of deliciousness. If you haven't tried it, I'll link the recipe below. They're delicious. So that was really good. But honestly, anything with chocolate in it, I will put in my face. And then my favorite healthy food to eat. This is a hard choice because we eat a lot of really, really healthy foods, but probably like a good kale salad. I'm really into kale salads right now. Last night we made like a kale quinoa sesame dressing salad. It was really, really good. And I can link that recipe down below too if you guys are interested. I like dessert and I like healthy food. All right, and Sibrin. Ooh, I really hope I did not butcher your name. I'm telling you, for a teacher, I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry, you guys. This person asked what or who inspired me to start vlogging or to start my channel. And honestly, Jess Fam, if you guys don't know her channel, which you probably do because she's huge, she really inspired me to start my channel. I have been following her channel for years, and I've always loved her family and her story, and I just loved that she shared lots of information in a very real way to lots of people. So she really inspired me to start my channel. So yeah, Jess Fam. And my bro, Stephanie, she's the tubal reversal mom. We do a lot of collabs and we are besties. I guess internet besties, but we would be real life besties if we didn't live across the country from each other. She asked, what do I wish I had known before I started vlogging? I wish I had known that the learning curve was going to be steep. Honestly, I thought what I was going to do is just turn on a camera, record a video, post it, and that kind of thing. There's so much more that goes into vlogging. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. There's a lot of equipment that you need and thumbnails and time. Honestly, time is the biggest one. So I wish I had known that it was going to be like a second job that I love. I absolutely love the second job. But I honestly, when I watched videos, I didn't realize that there was like a whole behind the scenes everything. So yeah, I wish that I had known that there was going to be a learning curve and what all was entailed in vlogging before I started. All right, Natalie asked, how confident was I when I first made a video? And I will have to tell you, not at all. Oh, I scratched my neck and now it's all red there. Thanks. Okay, so I definitely was not confident at all. I was nervous about how I was going to be perceived. I am I don't know, curvy girl. I'm not I'm not your like traditional small size girl. So I was nervous that I was gonna get comments about that. I was nervous that people, would make fun of, I don't know, like how I pronounce things or whatever. And I was really honestly just nervous about trolls and how I was gonna be perceived. But now I just post a video for those of you who are good supports to my channel, and it is what it is. So when I first started, I cared a lot about what other people thought, and I cared a lot about my image, but now I know that you guys just want to see the real me. That's what you guys want to see. Realness is what matters in YouTube. So here we are. And then the last question is from a channel called Team British Blind Bags, and they asked, what is my favorite holiday and why? And honestly, when they posted this question, I said, hardest question ever, because I just love all the holidays. I'm the person that decorates for every single holiday, but if I had to choose, it probably would be Halloween. I love a good costume, love it. So I get to wear a costume, and I get to put my kids in a costume, and my dog, and sometimes on the occasional year, my husband will honor us with his presence, and he will join us in wearing a costume. He doesn't really like to though. But yeah, I love costumes. I love like the spooky element. I love that it's like the transition to fall. It's right after our wedding anniversary. I really, really, really like Halloween, and it kind of kicks off the holiday season. So I'm gonna go with Halloween as my favorite holiday. So that is the Q&A for you guys for today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have other questions, you can leave them over on my Facebook like page, which I will link below, or you can leave them on my Twitter anytime, and I will kind of collect them all again and do another Q&A when I get enough questions. If you have a question that wasn't answered, you can leave that in the comments below too. I'm happy to answer anything. I'm pretty much an open book. So yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And if you're new here, if this is your first video, welcome. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.